All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wiz, and welcome back for another FFT AI Battles Edition video. Earlier today, Melissa sent me another team using my mod as a basis, and I'll just make a one-time exception since she was so nice and kind. So I figured I'd just display this one last time. Um, but yeah, so I guess I'll just introduce the teams on top. So for mine, we have Sneak Preview, and then on bottom we have Melissa's team, Health Squad. So we'll introduce the units and obviously provide a little commentary for some of the changes made with the units. So let's get to it. We have Red Panther, or Bastet the Red Panther, excuse me, Brute the Dragon, Rez the Time Mage, and Punch the Monk. Now for Melissa's team, Health Squad, we have Blaze the Lancer, Spark the Knight, Hellfire the Wizard, and Darkfire the Hydra. So I'll talk about it very briefly. The changes with this Red Panther, a lot faster, fair bit more HP. Poison Nail specifically, I changed it so that it has a range of 3 versus a range of 1. If it does hit you, not only does it poison you, but it also provides slow and innocent. All 3 statuses slapped into 1. So if this Red Panther does happen to get an innocent proc onto this wizard, the wizard will have innocent status, and she'll do 0 damage. Now, if you look at her stats, 19 MA with magic attack up and elemental strengthening, she does a shit ton of damage with her spells. So if he happens to hit this girl right here, and now the other thing to note is the faith values are pretty high, but yeah. And then in regards to this dragon, he has Clim Hazard, which does damage equal to how much he's already inflicted, which is different than Blade Beam. But yeah, Thunder Bracelet, a regular ability. Oh, and then the Red Panther, their monster skill, so to speak, it's not listed here in the description, is Scream. What Scream does in this mod is it's self-target, so it only inflicts the Red Panther, but it gives them Reflect and Haste. So it's like a one-turn haste instantaneously. So, but yeah, I honestly don't know who's going to win this. I feel like I might do it just because this wizard has chapter 2 gear. The triangle hat, she can go for a Holy Miter, but still, she hits pretty damn hard if she gets her spells in. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, let's get right to it then. So I guess for the map we're going to go to, let's go to, let's start out on a small map this time. Just see, let's see the impact on it. Let's go to Broken Down Shed Wooden Building. So, as I said before, the dragons have Clim Hazard, and then the dragons have Clim Hazard, and then the Panthers have Scream. Now, because of the nature of this map, they're probably going to go for like, oh, right off the bat, Reflect and Haste. So not too bad. A Thunder Bracelet, and oh, right off the bat, just instant death. That's not good. Now, Haste 2, I believe, has a really good range. And I remember, the mid-charge bonus does not apply. It doesn't exist in this mod. Yeah, it doesn't exist whatsoever in this mod. You can't do 50% more damage. I like that choice, Death Sentence, because a lot of HP, really fucking hard to kill. And, ooh, nice use of Transparent, so now he's going to have a 100% chance of scratching somebody. But yeah, with the nature of the small map, I'm guessing that's just a regular cure spell, yeah. That's a lot, but she's 245 HP. What's he going to go for here? There's that poison, no innocent, slow. And the thing about, I believe, poison in this mod is it also persists after death. So it's pretty significant. Yeah, now my units are a little bit faster. Let's see what happens here. Mid-charge? Yep. Pretty good damage, but that's his one and only turn. 62%, those are pretty good odds. So they're guaranteed to die. No counter, but I don't think it's necessary here. Another Poison Mill? It doesn't hit this time, but really good odds, as you can see. Now, because he doesn't have Monster Talk, that monster is guaranteed to not get hit by that spell. 215, pretty good. This is the final turn of the Hydra. He has to make it count. And Bladegrass saves his life. And the Transparent, pretty good. Pretty good damage, 216. Remember, he's got Martial Arts and 2 hands. Martial Arts and Attack Up, excuse me. So, good Chakra heal, not too bad. This is the final turn for this knight right here. As you can see, that Scream and Haste, super strong. Now remember in this mod in particular too, Haste Haste is a 25% speed multiplier. It's not 50%. So it's not as powerful as the original. And this guy should be going down any second. Actually, I believe he has a defense ring, right? Oh, okay, my bad. He doesn't. It's this guy, which makes him immune to death sentence. So had he been hit by a secret fist from there, he'd be over. But yeah, you can see the potency. And that's another thing is you can see right there too. The vertical for Chakra has been increased. So Punch Art as a whole has been buffed. It's a lot stronger in this mod. And I just wanted to say, I just kind of threw it out there as a suggestion. I'll put it again in the description too. Just in case people want to actually take a look or dabble at it. That was intended just to be a one-time thing, so I'll put it in the description again. But yeah, going forward, I won't be doing showcases of this mod. Like I said, this is something I made a few years ago, and I just wanted to see, that was just a proof of concept thing, right? I was able to add a couple quality of life changes, and nothing spectacular, but I do think it's in the spirit of the original game, right? You're just kind of buffing skills that are too weak, so on and so forth, and yeah, like I said, I have a lot of grandiose plans, but if I were to make a .003, it would be, how do I say it? The grandiose plan, it would be like, just a fuck ton of monster changes. Ton of monster changes, item changes, you name it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to use all 10 spears in the game. Maybe there's like 5 or 6 or whatever, but, yeah, I believe the Time Mage should be able to show it off here, but Haste 2, I think, has an AoE of 2. So she should be able to hit everybody with a spell. If I did it correctly. Let's see what happens. The targeting. It looks like that's just a one-man Haste. She has Haste and Haste 2. So, yeah. Unfortunately, he moves out of the range of it. And it missed her. Wow, that is very unfortunate. That isn't really going to matter too much. 4 Brave for 64 auto potion. It's negligible. Now, do you remember because, oh yeah, innate ignore height, so pretty nice. Triple bracelet, that did about, what, a third of his life bar? 37% or something? And, ooh, a nice crit shot for 380 something? It's about half his life, not too bad. I'm guessing that's a haste too. It could be a cure spell. I have no idea, but we're going to see monster damage right here, most likely. And as I say that, there's a Poison Nail too. Infinite Vertical. Very nice. Now, because of those innocents, she can also get healed too. Haste 2. So as you can see, I've done quality of life things like that. The haste and this wizard getting shut down, especially with the haste kind of fucking things up. Unfortunately, that missed right there, but it should be all good. Now, the AI can see transparent units, so bear that in mind. Bladegrass saved his life, not too bad. Guessing that's a Cure 3. Cure 2 or Cure... I think I would give her Cure 3 and Cure 4. With the haste on that dragon, it's most likely that unit's not going to get a turn off whatsoever. Good damage from the scratch, not too bad. A 490... It's a ridiculously strong heal. And she moved out of the range of the spell. It's a bit of a shame, but... yeah, that's just going to get shut down immediately. That Blade Grasp is irrelevant in this case. Good damage, 189, not too bad, and 100% slow. Wow, I wonder if it's going to go off. I'm a little curious. With the haste procs, good damage with the scratch, not bad. Now using critical. He does have X potion, so he's going to heal himself up. And that Panther, fortunately, is still alive. Alright, and it misses him too, which is really nice. Now, he does have 50 Fate, that Panther, for that reason, so that there's a little less friendly fire. And you can see the potency of that slow. Again, having the speed of that Lancer. Just getting double turned constantly with the overwhelming odds. So, haste and reflect. Wisely, he's running back into the range of that. And this poison should kill. Let's see if it persists. Yep, so you can see the green body of that Lancer over there. Let's see if I can get a correct camera shot. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at it, that Lancer, as I said, poison persists after death. And the other key thing about it, too, is that it... how do I say it? It also cancels reaction abilities. So it makes poison a lot stronger. We'll just do one more round for the hell of it, just because I want to showcase, give Melissa a little bit more time in the spotlight. But the other thing too is, at least for me, I feel like there should be a greater emphasis on negative stati. As in, like, they should be, in my opinion, more important. So, like, let's say somebody gets hit with a slow, and then the haste, takes place. Well, the haste wouldn't necessarily override it. It would cancel it out, as an example. Whereas, if you have haste and somebody slows you, the slow overrides the haste. Just as an example. I think there should be, in my opinion, a better emphasis on negative status abilities. I mean, you can just see how strong that, and maybe the odds are a little high, right? 75%. But that's kind of the thing. Give monsters much bigger HP pools and add a couple twists to their original abilities. And then, yeah, take my own, I mean, again, grabbing like Scream, right? For Ramzo, plus 1 PA, plus 1 MA, plus, 10 Brave, all that stuff. Just add my own little tweaks and modifications to it, It's got the same names, but yeah, I just think if you follow the same conventional wisdom, or not the conventional wisdom, but the same names, it'll be a lot easier to understand. But yeah, let's see if he stays in range of it. That should be a haste too, and probably a jump in response. Yep, not too bad. Yeah, that wizard should still be out of range. Okay. Yep, double man haste, pretty good. Any sunken states? No, not this time. Any slows? He went through the ceiling to do that. God damn. That's interesting. Earth Slash takes her into critical, so most likely she will not. Yeah, she's going to get shut down instantaneously. And now again, that knight is at 8 speed, but it's halved because of and the dragon spirit on that dragon, nice. But yeah, he's effectively a 4-speed knight right now, so you can just see the potency of the strength of it. Now, he should be alive here, yeah. But now I don't remember if this dragon absorbs earth. I don't believe he does. Man, that innocent and slow, less chances of healing, and nice use of Wave Fist. I deliberately gave this monk 40 Brave, just so he uses martial arts more likely, as opposed to melee damage. But yeah, so you can see the strength. Any auto potions? Oh, that's right. Yep, as I mentioned. Poison cancels reaction abilities. So you can just see how strong this is. Is she dead? Yeah, but the monk is right there to be able to pick her up, so it shouldn't be an issue, and she should be able to heal herself instantaneously. And with a short charge, yeah, it's just so strong. Yeah, she should be able to heal herself up. Back to full, most likely. But, ooh, Protect 2. That's another example of Protect 2 right there. Just having really strong, yeah, just having, yeah, just example Protect 2. Just increasing AoE, so on and so forth. But yeah, with those innocent procs, it means you can't get healed up by spells or anything. So no Cure 3s, no Cure 4s, so on and so forth. But you can see some of the potency of this, the Red Panther. So he's definitely a lot stronger. And unfortunately, he missed the scratch right there, but I think the damage has been done. And remember, no reaction abilities because of that poison. It's funny that the poison wore off on their bodies, but yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, so there you go. Haste, Reflect, super strong. Now remember the Quars, the blue, the tier 2 monsters and the vampires, they also have it. Vampires, they do have Bloodsuck, but it has a random chance of Bloodsuck has a random chance of inflicting either Bloodsuck or Don't Move. And the Quars, they just have an increased, they still have Blaster like they do in the original game, but yeah, Quars have Blaster, but it's got a much better accuracy and it's slightly wider range. And I think it has infinite vertical too, but yeah, but as you can see, those are just some of the changes that I've made for some of the weakest monsters, the tier 1s. And honestly, the thing is, I made it so that basically all monsters are equal strength. They're there to mirror their tier 3 counterparts. So it doesn't matter whether you have the tier 1s or the tier 3s. You're not like being at a detriment having weaker monsters. So, all right. Well, with that said, yeah, I just wanted to say, thanks for submitting the team, Melissa. Unfortunately, I think you got a little bit hard counter because the wizard just got instantly shut down with the low HP. Couldn't really get any spells off, but yeah, still thanks for bringing it to light, nevertheless. Let's just take a look real quick. Yeah, these units really haven't changed all that much, honestly. Like the attack up for the damage boost, but as you can no doubt tell, monsters are significantly stronger in this patch, and giving them just giant health pools makes it a lot easier. Now, when I edit Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 gear, I might add more HP, more survivability, I might change the growths and multipliers. I might leave the growth and multipliers, to be honest. I might give them like all the same growths but different multipliers. One of the reasons why you'd want to do that, I'll just showcase it really quick, is like, so for example, right? This guy leveled up from 1 to 50 as a monk. So if I were to, as an example, because the growths and multipliers being different, so 202 base HP as a knight, right? So if I switch over to this knight as an example, and then I take all this gear and I strip him of it, you can see the PA and the HP differences right here, right? 11 versus 13. So by having the same growths, you'd be able to play around in this menu, and it wouldn't necessarily matter which job you switch to, because the growths are the same. The only thing that would change is the multipliers. So that way the stats would be identical. 202 HP versus 219 here. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to do this one last thing for Melissa. And then, yeah, with that being said, for tomorrow, we actually do have 2 new competitors. I'll actually pit them against each other tomorrow, and then I'll probably have them fight a bunch of other teams throughout the rest of the week. And I should be streaming Wednesday. I only work 1 day that week. Or I only work one of the jobs that week from like 9 to 3, and then I get home at 4:30, and I'll probably stream. So, yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys for tomorrow's video with our new competitors. Take care until then.